You don't know Venom, the alien symbiote who gets a little too attached? Well, we are Venom. Join us. In the beginning, there was nothing, and there was Null, the space god who forged the symbiote race. These symbiotes were built to bond with weaker beings to pilot their bodies and minds, which Null planned to use to conquer space. Instead, the symbiotes turned and imprisoned Null on Clintar, which means cage. The symbiotes flourished on Clintar, but one symbiote, Venom, was banished to Battleworld for its crimes. There, Spider-Man unwittingly bonded with Venom and brought it back to Earth, unaware that he'd bonded with an actual alien. Instead, it seemed to be a costume that could manifest its own webs and change from his street clothes to spider costume. But as he became increasingly exhausted, Spider-Man realized the costume was using his body while he slept, and so he enlisted his fantastic friends, who discovered it was alive. The symbiote was imprisoned, and Peter wore a fantastic ensemble home. However, Venom eventually crept back into Peter's life and was finally defeated in a harrowing battle with church bells. Venom sat in wait for his next, perhaps most iconic host. Eddie Brock was a journalist from the Daily Globe who hated Spider-Man for debunking one of his stories and disgracing him. In an attempt to heal, he got really buff. But when that didn't cheer him up, he came to a church contemplating taking his own life. Sharing a mutual hate of Spider-Man, the symbiote bonded with Eddie, and they set forth to take their revenge, and boy, did they! Venom wanted more than just vengeance, but Eddie refused to feed on innocent humans. The symbiote remained bonded with Eddie for many more years until it ended up convincing him he had cancer. The symbiote then moved on to other villainous hosts before ultimately being captured by the US government. The Department of Homeland Security sedated the symbiote and created a new super sim soldier hosted by former childhood Spider rival, now double amputee, Colonel Flash Thompson. Though Flash had far more control over the symbiote, he became addicted and dangerous as Venom, causing him to go AWOL in space. But eventually, Venom would return to his lost love, Eddie Brock. Since then, Venom has attached with many heroes, villains, dogs, and even dinosaurs. But don't fear, because when you're with Venom, we are never alone. And now, you do know Venom. Ooh, just the thought of symbiotes makes you feel all warm and oozy. Well, listen, hey, do you want more Venom and Null, its creator, the symbiote god? Well, then don't miss the epic event King in Black by Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman. Get the first issue in comic shops now. Who is your favorite symbiote host? Tell us with that hashtag Earth's Mightiest Show. Until next time, I'm Langston, and this is Marvel, your universe. Ooh.